It is an image that drew widespread condemnation well before the publication of Sue Gray's report. Anger at the sight of the Prime Minister alongside his wife and other Number 10 staff enjoying cheese and wine in the Downing Street garden while the rest of the nation endured COVID lockdown. This gathering, and more than a dozen others in possible breach of COVID laws, have plunged Boris Johnson's government into weeks of crisis. The official Cabinet Office report into the culture that allowed these events is damning. With the Scotland Yard investigation underway, Sue Gray could only deliver partial conclusions, but they still make deeply uncomfortable reading for the Prime Minister and his team. She found at least some of the gatherings in question represent a serious failure to observe not just the high standards expected of those working at the heart of government, but also of the standards expected of the entire British population at the time. There were, she said, failures of leadership and judgment by different parts of Number 10 and the Cabinet Office at different times. In the Commons, the Prime Minister was contrite.
I want to say sorry. And I'm sorry for the things we simply didn't get right, and also sorry for the way that this matter has been handled. And it's no use saying that this or that was within the rules, and it's no use saying that people were working hard. This pandemic was hard for everyone.
The senior civil servant took particular aim at the lack of leadership throughout Downing Street that allowed for clearly inappropriate behaviour, even in the midst of a global pandemic. Sue Gray's report said at times it seems there was too little thought given to what was happening across the country in considering the appropriateness of some of these gatherings, the risks they presented to public health, and how they might appear to the public.
Prime Minister, the British public aren't fools. They never believed a word of it. They think the Prime Minister should do the decent thing and resign.
There is considerable anger within political circles that this report has been severely restricted in its initial scope because of the official police investigation into a number of the Downing Street parties and a request from Scotland Yard not to prejudice their ongoing investigation.
So we've just received that, and my officers are prioritising this week to consider what's been provided in that bundle of material, what further investigations that they need to do, and of course who they're going to be contacted. But at the moment, no, I do not know exactly who will be contacted.
The Prime Minister's critics say they fear he's been able to kick the partygate fallout into the long grass, with so far no commitment to publish the second part of Sue Gray's report in full. In truth, though, this only prolongs his protracted discomfort as political opponents and the media refuse to move on from a row that continues to seriously damage his premiership. Mark White, GB News.